What's up, guys? Sam here from Webkin Tempo, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a preview of my new homepage for my website. Now, I've had this website design in progress since, I'd say about October of last year, and really I've been wanting to do it even longer than that. It's just taken forever to get it done. So last year, I hired this guy who did some design work for me, and I realized he was pretty much a prodigy at design, like the best designer I've ever worked with, definitely better than me, and so I really wanted to have him redo my website, which he did, and, I liked a lot of it. The problem with this guy is he's kind of on the flaky side, so, sometimes he'll work, sometimes he won't. He's in school right now, so, that kind of complicates things, and as a result, it just took forever to get this design project going. So what actually ended up happening is during that time, then Divi came out with these dividers, these new section dividers, and I really wanted to incorporate those into the design. So basically what I ended up doing is taking this guy's design and then doing some redesign work on it and kind of creating a Franken design out of it, which spawned what I have now, which is a new layout for the homepage of my website. So this has been a long time coming, and the interesting thing about it is it's not 100% done. So I'm kind of taking this new approach to particularly manage my own site, where it's kind of a living work, a living project. It's not exactly finalized right now, but it's finalized enough to the point where I can launch it, and that is exactly what I did today. I finally made it live. The old page I had on there, I'm going to show you that in a couple minutes, was terrible. I actually did a tutorial a few months back, this was probably back in November, walking you through how I built this page, which was the temporary page for the landing homepage of my website, and it looked okay, but just over the course of months, some CSS crap happened to it. It was getting bad. I'll show it to you, but so I really needed to get rid of that and get this new page launched, and there are some sections of it I'm definitely going to be changing, but the good thing about it is, I can kind of take my time to do that and make sure that I have it the way I really like it. So important thing is I got the framework in, and this is going to be kind of a living, ongoing project, and just keep plugging away at it one page at a time. So in a minute we're going to go ahead and step into that. Alright guys, thanks for sticking with me. So we're just going to run through this really quick now. First thing I'm going to show you is my old homepage. Now, I actually did a YouTube video last year, I'd say around November, showing you how I put this together in just a matter of an hour or two, because I was in kind of a pinch, and as you can see, it's actually got worse. Like, some CSS stuff happened when I was working on landing pages, messed this up. It's kind of a shitty tagline. It's not very cool. This part's okay, but for some reason this one doesn't have animation on it. There used to be some cool icons here. Those are gone. Otherwise, this section looks pretty cool. This is like really bland. These are bland, and the footer's okay, not the greatest. And as you can see, they got mingled with the footer from our new homepage, which we're about to see, which actually doesn't match very well in my opinion. So weird thing is I actually got a bunch of compliments from multiple different totally different random potential clients about my homepage before, even though I didn't personally think it was that good, but it just is what it is. So anyway, super excited because now we finally got the new homepage ready to go. As I said before in the intro, there are a few parts of it that are basically I'm going to totally change, and then there's some other little stuff that I'm going to be changing as well too, but the framework is there, and now I can just kind of go in daily and add more to it, and it's kind of more of a more modern approach rather than waiting to make everything perfect and having to take forever, because I've already been at it for like a year. So without further ado, let's hop over to the new homepage. That's right here. I'm just going to go ahead and refresh it so you can catch some of the animations. Now, as you can see, I did a video a couple weeks ago about how I hate sliders and they're not good, and sure enough, I've got a slider right in here. Well, this is just temporary, and I want to design a really cool static area for this section, but I just didn't get to it yet, and it was pretty fast, and it didn't look too bad to put in a slider. Plus, I don't really have a narrow focus for my homepage. It's more of just kind of like a showcase of my ability, basically. So it's more just to impress people with bells and whistles than it is to actually point them towards a specific product, because I actually kind of have a reverse effect where I'll have people enter in my site through a landing page for something specific, and then they may come back later or look at the homepage later just to find out more information about me or whatever. So I kind of go in a reverse order than other sites would if you're selling more of a product or something like that. But anyway, we've got the slider here. One thing I did was I matched each slide's color to one of the colors on the logo. So you'll see we've got 4 slides here. Each of them are corresponding with a color, but nothing too special. Pretty basic. And we've got the custom divi section divider down there. Again, that might change. Now next you see the about section. This is the other section that's almost for sure going to change. I originally had some like scrolling numbers and stuff in here like you see a lot, but those are kind of cheese and I really wanted to do something special with them and I just didn't have time to get to that yet. So for now I just have this in here as a very temporary placeholder. This is going to be something totally different. One thing you'll see throughout the site is I incorporated this theme with the headings of having like a large kind of opaque heading behind a smaller, more visible heading, and then we've got the underline with some of our logo colors. So I really like these. I actually found this idea from a different divi layout and just kind of adapted it to match my style more, but I think this is a great idea. So whoever came up with that is a genius. Okay, down here, so you can see we've got some animation on the headings again, and then we took the divi section divider and even kicked it up a notch by animating it, so you get this kind of cool wave effect. And this is one of my designers came up with this, not my idea, but I just love it. I think it looks super cool. This one doesn't even really do it justice because you can't see it that well, but very cool. Down here we've just got kind of an accordion. So it's some pretty vanilla text. It's mostly just to show off how cool this accordion is, which I really like. I believe this is actually made with like blurbs or something crazy. My designer came up with this. He's like a CSS and JavaScript genius. So this is a little bit above my pay grade, but I think it looks super cool even though it's kind of vanilla content. I'm just going to leave that for now because I like it. It's a nice bell and whistle. Then we've got the section divider here. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one forever or not, but I think it works. Here we've got the headings again, and then you'll see we've got these super customized blurbs. This one again was from my designer and did an awesome job with these. These shadows are actually pure CSS, super cool. I've never seen these anywhere else. They really are something. And you can see it's on the text and the icons and everything. So just super cool the way that came out. I just love these. I might sometime try to add a green section to this, but even just as is, I love it, even though they're, again, kind of vanilla content, but it looks super cool regardless. So I really am happy with the way these came out. Down here you see the cloud divider is like one of my favorites. It's one where you don't want to overuse it too much, but it's super cool if you can work it in correctly. So I managed to work that one in here. This is a section just talking about responsive design, and then we've got this kind of cool parallax effect in here, which I really like. I'm going to be changing this image. This is kind of a long story, this particular site that's in here, but you can see you can get all the different views on different devices and change these all out, which I'm going to do with a different, better project, but you get the point. It's pretty cool. I like the way that one came out. Down here we just got the 2 sections. Again, these are both parallax backgrounds with the black and white image. These are both linked to some interior pages. If you want to get more info on the web design services, you click there. Here I'll go to the maintenance services. Down here we've got a section showcasing our products. Again, you'll see the super cool animated background, which I just love. I love this thing. Sadly, Divi's probably going to end up adding this in themselves someday, so I'm not like super blazing a trail with it, but for now I'm really happy with the way it looks. Again, we've got the text here, this time all white. And then this is a pretty cool feature. So what we did here is we actually made it so we could upload some screenshots of different sites we've done inside of this screen, and you can kind of view it just like you'd be viewing it on a monitor, and then you can toggle between different projects we've done. Now, these are pretty old projects because this was a long time ago that we built this originally, but once I replace this with some newer projects, it's going to be super cool, and I think it's really kind of a unique functionality. And then just to show you what the projects page looks like, we do have another page showing more individual projects. Okay, we'll wait for that to load up. Come on. Okay, so this is it here. I'm probably going to do some updating on this header because there's multiple things I don't like about it. But here you can see we have all our projects. We've got the cool different colors again with the drop shadow, and then these are all filterable. So I love that. We have literally like 200-300 projects that I'm going to put in here, and this is going to look amazing once we have that. So this is just the beginning for that. And I really like the way, see, this section has this kind of bottom too, but the button really ties it all together. So I'm thinking I might try to add a button. I don't know what it would link to, but I might try to add one up here to get that same kind of effect, because for whatever reason I think it looks way better. So I really like the way that section looks. Here, this is a custom blog. Again, we got it color-coded with the logo colors and the super cool drop shadow effect. And then here, this is a custom video module. You can see we can add more YouTube videos to it from here. Super happy with the way that one turned out, and I probably won't be changing anything with that. And then if you want to look at the blog, I'll show you that in a second. It's basically kind of a cross between this and the projects page that I already showed you, so nothing like earth shattering there, but it's kind of a nice approach. So I like the way that one came out. Down here we've got the okay, let's go to the blog really quick here. Okay, yeah, so blog again. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this heading like this. Some parts of it I like, parts I don't like. I don't know for sure about these weird lines or this logo thing, but it's in a way it works, so I don't know. Anyway, this is kind of what it looks like here, and you can see we've got a bunch of filtering. These are all just different blog categories which are automatically added when I add a new category. And believe it or not, this blog is actually like over 10 years old, so there's just a bunch of shit in there from when I was just a young buck, and it's yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff on here. So I probably need to clean up these categories and stuff and make it look a little bit better, but it's pretty cool, as you can see. So anyway, back here, this is the testimonial section. Again, my designer did this one with the Divi section dividers. I love the way it came out. You guys might want to steal this and use it on your projects. I think it looks super smooth. I just love this part. It's one of my favorite parts of the site. And then you can see just a basic testimonial module. We pulled the testimonials right off of Google reviews, and yeah, I think they really look great. And then down here is kind of a newer simplified contact section. I took the form out and put it as a modal right there, which I like because it makes the page look a little bit cleaner. Remove my phone number because I'm just endlessly getting phone spammed, and I'm not much of a phone guy anyway, to be honest with you. And yeah, so this whole section is way cleaner, and I just love the way it looks. And then of course here we've got the bottom section. So that is it. That's the new homepage. So overall, you know, only the main things I want to change right away is I'm going to work on something better here and something better here. Otherwise, you know, maybe some little things like change some verbiage here, maybe add a green section here, change the image there, make sure these buttons are properly linked up and so forth. But as you can see, it's a great framework to build on. Super excited to have that done. One more thing I'm going to show you is what the kind of interior pages are going to look like. This is the only one I've really fully done yet. This is the packages page for like maintenance packages, but as you can see, we got the super cool background again. I think I'm going to do something more sort of like this for the homepage, except not cloud focused. I want to give this kind of like a cloud feel because it's got like a cloud based service. I custom added these CSS clouds. I just found some code for it online and plugged that into Divi and managed to get it working, and then tweaked it a little bit. I think it looks really cool. And then we've got the moving gradient background, which I showed you guys in a previous YouTube video, as well as a gradient button, which is like one of my favorite things. I probably worked that more into the site as well, but as you can see, we got the continuity with the page headings and stuff. The fonts are pretty similar. We got a really cool pricing table layout here, which I really like, color-coded and kind of horizontal effects. You get a lot of info in there. I really like that. And then some of the same stuff. We got the testimonials in the contact section carrying over from the homepage. And probably on this page, I'm actually going to add a frequently asked questions section below this, but it's so perfect right now. I hate to even mess with that, honestly. I really like the way it came out. So that's it. That's a new site. It took me almost a year, well, maybe not almost a year, but damn near getting close to it to get this done. And you know, it's not even done, but frankly, it's probably never going to be done because I'm just constantly going to be able to keep working on it. With Divi, the thing about Divi is now that I'm finally flipped into Divi fully, whenever I want to redo the site, it's more a matter of just redoing individual pages rather than redoing the whole thing. I might redo this navigation at some point, but other than that, almost everything from this point on is just going to be handled on a page-by-page basis, which I love because I can kind of work at it at my own pace and still finally have a nice-looking homepage rather than the super crappy one that I showed you earlier. So, super excited. I'm glad I had a chance to share it with you guys. I thank you for watching, and make sure you check back this site. There's going to be updates all the time. Hopefully you guys can get some cool ideas for your own stuff from it. It's almost all stuff that's pretty easy to do in Divi. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button. Keep supporting the channel. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting, and I plan to make plenty more videos. Got a lot more cool stuff coming, so keep checking back off. Thank you.